Okay, Barbarian wins part 2. Um, so you have the area difficulty, which is in square brackets, and for encounters, there are the parentheses and letters in them, and sometimes a modifier. Uh, so let's see. Mm, so if you lay low, you don't have to travel an encounter, because you matched the random draw. Now, travel is, you can always travel, I guess, and but you must have an encounter every turn unless you successfully lay low. Okay. To determine the encounter, make a random draw to get a difficulty number for the encounter, then draw from the draw deck until you get a card with a terrain type that matches your current location. Discard any cards that do not match. Resolve the encounter on the matching card that corresponds to the terrain and difficulty number. And the card is not considered part of any hand. So Vince is currently in Premier UG, then he makes a random draw, it's a 4, then he draws one card at a time until he finds a U and a G. Okay. He eventually draws an EU card, and then he plays the encounter listed under number 4 on this card. On that card. This turn. Most encounters have a challenge that needs to be overcome. If multiple options are listed, you may choose which option to take. Discard the card once the encounter is resolved, unless specified otherwise. Yeah, that's all fine. X encounters, things like this. Several map locations have an X class encounter. X number, yeah, like X6. These are specific story encounters. When you have an encounter in one of these locations, search the draw deck for the specific story encounter card. Z encounters. Yeah, for example, this one. Z encounters are separate terrain types. If you're instructed to attempt a Z2 encounter, you must draw a Z2 card, not a Z1 card. Yeah, fine. Encounter modifiers. The areas, some locations on the map list have a terrain type with a modifier, say F2, F plus 2. So, for example, here you have P plus 2. Add a modifier to the random draw. So, the higher the number, the easier it is to overcome the encounter's difficulty number. Oh, wait. F plus 2? That's not a random draw. Add a modifier to the random draw if playing an encounter for that terrain type. So F plus 2 means that F encounter is drawn in this location. Take an F encounter. Okay, so the F encounter is on, for example, if we are at Hardscrabble Plains, like so. Then you add a modifier to the random draw if playing an encounter. Now the encounter is, for example, 1 to 4 tropical heat. Oh, it determines the difficulty range of encounters. So I think blood cactus would be harder than bear lair, and bear lair would be harder than scorpion wolves. A cactus sounds very passive. This one is, I guess, not very passive. Okay. Running out of encounters, should the draw deck no longer contain any cards that match your location because you have all of the relevant cost cards in hand. Yeah, never gonna happen. Okay, how to make a random draw. You can do skill check, outcome, discarding cards. Okay, rest, we covered that, and you can trade in a village. You may discard 2 cards to draw a random common item in trade. When in a city, you may discard 4 or more cards to draw a random uncommon item in trade. Winning and losing, if you successfully complete any of the major X encounter quests with the card encounter outcome states win the quest. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, how do we set it up? Okay. Remove the player cards. Map 1 year has passed. So we have this bunch of cards. Let's make this a bit higher. So you don't really need the map, but the map is nice. This tuck box is easy to create. The book is Mountain Valley. Yeah, it's also easy. The backs are all the same. Barbarian Vince. And we have to look for player cards. I hope this is the... They have 2 orientations. 1 year has passed. Yeah, 2021 has... I'm filming it between this between Christmas and New Year. 2021 has passed very quickly. You can see how amateurish I was. I rounded the cards with scissors, and the card stock is not very. You can see here little mistakes. I'm not going to care much about it because it is mostly about the gameplay. This is a player card. So when you are shuffling for the, when you're looking for the cards, make sure that the facing is up, and then you can simply look at the titles. What more do we need? Draw cards from the card draw deck. Shuffle the remaining card. 1 year has passed. Yeah, XO encounter cards. Okay. XO, 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 X3, XO, encounter cards, and oh, so wait. So the first thing to do is to make sure that the facing is consistent, and then you can simply go to the through the cards. The XO encounter cards, it sounds like there are more. But why doesn't the rulebook state that then? Okay, I have these more or less. Let's go through it. XO encounter cards. Remember now that I had great difficulty determining the how to proceed from one location to the other, and the rest of the game was nice, but if you... Okay, so it's the multiple cards, because there are 3 cards. Jesus. This is just one XO encounter card. Then draw cards from the draw deck until you find an item marked as common. Discard any others. So we rotate and we find we need to find a common item. So this is a unique item, obviously. This is common but not an item. This is uncommon, 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 common. Bag of copper coins. Is that an item marked as common? Yeah. Okay. Discard any others. No, I'm not. Because the reason is that I didn't start play again yet. I'm just setting up. So no year has passed, no time has passed. Okay, then draw cards from take this card. Yeah, did that. Discarding map 1 card. Map 1 card. Where's map 1 card? Oh, why didn't you say so? Map 1, map 1, map 1 start. Okay, cool. So this is our area, and let's say I am the dude and I'm here. You begin the game in Olendi on map 1. Play the XO encounter on your card on your first turn. The XO encounter. So I guess this is just a deck that should be nearby. It shuffles nicely if you have only 2 layers of cards glued together. And since the game is unknown at this point, or not remembered, it doesn't really matter. Welcome to Olendi. Olendi, port city and gateway to the land. You are well familiar with its haunts and the locals know you. Captain Ulo, who knows your father, offers you a few quick jobs suitable for an aspiring adventurer. Keep this card as an item and choose one of these missions. Bow to Bridgewater. Okay, that's here. Or Red. The captain needs you to deliver a skiff to a fellow captain there. Travel there and remain the night and then return to Olendi. There is Red Dodging. The captain has a cargo of oils on the docks in notorious Red Harbor. Travel there, spend the night and return to Olendi. If you complete either mission, he rewards you with an item of common value. You may only do the XO encounter once. If you return to Olendi, treat it as UG only. So from top to bottom you have to choose. I don't see... Oh, if you return to Olendi, then you do this. You can only do one of these. Okay, let's go to Red Harbor to discover what this UG means. Okay. Nano. Up. Yeah, so we lay low, try to lay low, make a random draw. Okay. That's a 10. If the result is equal to or greater than your location lay low value, locations lay low value. But I'm traveling to, yeah, here it is where things get muddy. I was in Ulendi, and I'm traveling to Red Harbor. So do I have to match the 8 or the 9? I think let's stick with that we are already at the borders of Red Harbor. So travel always succeeds, and the lay low value is square brackets is 9. 10 beats 9, so this is a discard. So we, yeah, if you had an encounter at your current location last turn, no, you may attempt to avoid an encounter random draw. So the random draw seems to refer to where you started from. Your locations lay low value. Yeah, I think I'm not, because it's before travel. It is it's the Ulendi 8. It doesn't really matter right now, but so you skip the travel and encounter phases, encounter modifiers, random checks. End of game. Oh yeah, you go to rest. During the rest phase, you may recover trade and discard. But you don't travel. What the fuck? So, okay, I want to go to Red Harbor. To go to Red Harbor, I need to travel. You may travel to an adjacent map location on the travel path when you travel off the edge. Attitude, you already hand follow the travel path from one card's location to the next. So travel is from where you are to where you go. As is noted at the top of the map card. The top of the map card is... Which map card? I mean, this has no starting bonuses. As long as that... So, what is the skill bonus? I guess I'm putting it here. Experience of travel is beneficial and avoids ways with skill bonuses. Noted at the top of the map card. No starting bonuses. As long as that card is in your ready hands, your base skill is altered as indicated, so it's not. What is my base skill? I think the one here is passed. Should be on the bottom of the pile. Okay, Barbarian Vince player card. What? I have no combat, no height, no survival, no charm, no unlock disarm. I have a recovery of 2. That's probably 2 cards. Starting in Ulendi, draw 1 common item as your starting loot. Yeah, so that is the bag of copper coins. Minor victory, solve 1 major quest, solve all 3 major quests for major, turn or delay low, travel, encounter, rest and trade. Starting rumors. The wizard has not returned your father's messages of late, and your friend, Xargex the wizard, is missing. Perhaps Xidlim knows something. The wizards are traditionally on good terms with each other. Okay. Rumors of gnoll attacks to the west near Mount Thame are strange. Gnolls usually leave humans alone. Goblin war parties to the east are on patrol near goblin mines, supposedly searching for a missing goblin. So, stuff is happening, the writing is excellent, it should be good. Then there are modifiers. Each new year becomes... It yields generally harder monsters, I think. +2 to all way low. So end of year. So you have to play 5 years, or just continue playing, because it's a single tier deck, and you're dependent on the well, the draw of the cards. So at Yolandi, I just go for, yeah. So you are at Yolandi XO. That is this Welcome to Yolandi card. We travel, but not lay low, because we travel. So we, I think when you travel to another location, you cannot lay low, so you don't have to do the lay low check, and a lay low check costs you a card, and you don't want that. So let's just search the draw deck for the relevant new map cards. Yeah, off the edge of a map. This is the edge of a map card. Okay, so we must have an encounter. To determine the encounter, make a random draw to get the difficulty number for the encounter. This is a random draw. It's a 12. Then draw from the draw deck until you get a card with a terrain type that matches your current location. So this goes away. We are successfully going to Red Harbor because we managed to escape from Ulendi by beating the skill difficulty. What was this card? This card was for the 12 for the encounter, and I have to draw a card until it matches either U or C. So it's the, this time it's the destination that I'm drawing. So thematically, Jesus, why is it so hard to understand? So thematically, the UC is the surrounding area, and when you're traveling, that's more or less defines the things that you can encounter. And when you travel into it, you have to look for these types of encounters. So U or C. This is a C. Okay, cool. So what do we find during our travel to Red Harbor? Well, I think we just rolled a 12. So 1 to 4, Shady Priest, 6 or less, 5 to 8, Illegal Alchemist, 9 plus, Mob Justice. Yeah, so we found at the gates of Red Harbor Mob Justice event. A mob angrily chases a merchant accused of selling bread made from dirt down the street. He begs for help. Oh, help me! If you speak on his behalf, make a charm check. 7 plus, 6 or less, 6 plus, 5 or less. We have to make a charm check. What is a charm check? We have a charm currently of 0. We are nobody. Okay, so we draw cards, and we modify the 5 we draw for the charm check with 0. And what is a 5 or less? Uh-oh, the villagers assume you were in because you were in on the scam and attack you. You must fight. If you fight them, combat check 2 at 5 plus. Round speed 2, damage 1. What the fuck? Okay. Let's take a look at these ampersand things. Okay, skill check. Looking for ampersands, modifiers. No skills, no checkers, no outcome. No multiple skill checks. Yeah, here's the ampersand. Challenges may involve having to pass a check several times. These are worded as a skill, number of checks, target number. Okay, so 2 at 5 plus means I have to draw a card, then I failed. 5 plus. Sometimes around speed and damage, you must perform all relevant skill as above. The number of times listed, each time getting a result or equal to or greater than. So it's highly unlikely to escape from the crowd. Round speed 2. Let's take a look. Round speed 2. Round speed. If specified, you may only play as many cards as the round speed listed for each round. Okay, that's 2. Damage 1. If you fail the skill attempt for a round and the skill checks list damage, you must exhaust the number of cards equal to the damage listed and try again. If you have the option of which cards to exhaust as damage unless the encounter states otherwise. I have to lose the bag of copper coins, but I don't have anything else. Let's see, exhausting cards. Move it from your ready hand to your exhausted hands. Yeah, so I can only lose the bag of copper coins, which are good bag of copper coins. Then, because I failed, I don't have to draw the other card, because damage 1 is one card to discard. Discard a card and so on failure, discard a card and return to your last location. And what is my last location? My last location would be Ulendi, I think, because I didn't enter Red Harbor yet, because before Red Harbor I had to go to the Rough City thing. Okay, this makes sense. Then it didn't go very well. How to proceed then? We had an encounter. The order is travel, encounter, rest. So we go to the rest phase. Recover trade and discard as outlined below. Oh wait. Discard a card. It's not exhaust a card. Discard a card is move to the bottom of the draw deck. Okay. That is